Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Psalm 127:1. I thought I was building a cabin for my family's future, but the Lord was building my family's future through the wreckage of my plans. I remember the day before the storm so clearly. It was very dangerous. I was setting the beam, and I was doing it solo. The beam was very heavy, and I had very little play with it. I still remember dropping it a few times and having the sense that if I made one wrong move and I wasn't careful, that I could get incredibly hurt. There was such a sense of victory when I got that beam set. I felt in some ways like the hardest part had been done. We had bought a piece of raw land. No house, no power, no road. Just pasture, trees, and a vision. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but that was part of the point. I wanted to build something real, not just shelter, but a place that would shape us. A place for our kids to grow up learning how to work with their hands, how to be still, and how to live close to the land that God had given us. The plan was simple. Build an off-grid cabin with a mix of traditional hand tools and battery-powered gear to help us. Later down the road we would get a generator, but there were no contractors. It was just me. A few times some friends jumped in and helped, but mostly it was just grit. We were building something that would last, a foundation for the kind of life that we felt called to. Out here I could raise animals. We could cook over a fire. My kids could learn the sound of the woods instead of the buzz of traffic. I knew there would be setbacks.
All right, starting to look like a house. Just joking. But hey, at least I got these cinder blocks in place. So the idea next will be to run 2 of these 16-footers across and have them anchored with one of these. So I've poured the concrete into the block and put, you can see right here, that's the bolt here, being something like that, and then we put a nut over the top. All right, so making progress here. I am just about to drill in the anchor plates for the 2x10s that'll be spanning over here. So I went ahead and just started framing out the floor. I just wanted to get a move on, keep things going. We're spacing everything out about a foot. We're exactly a foot. That's because we're using 2x6s. 2x6s at 12 feet need to be about to be a foot apart on center. So that's where we're at. Haven't nailed these in yet, but I'm just about to, and figured I'd put that on video. All right, so it's Sunday and the girls are sitting on the floor for the first time of our shanty.
This is all cemented in, right?
Oh, honey, yes, that's holding up the house. This is how our perspective will be.
Wow. We got a great view.
But yeah, this will be our view once we put the front porch in place. Been nailing in the decking, subfloor. Really happy with the progress I'm making. Wow. First day having the girls.
I just want to like get a blanket and like get a charcuterie board and a bottle of wine and just like sit out here.
All right, so we're putting the beam in. While I'm putting the beam in, we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna try to step it up.
So this whole process of installing the ridge beam was one of the freakiest parts. It's what made the collapse that happens tomorrow, the next day. Partly so difficult for me to deal with at that time. You can see me struggling with it. The beam is cut to be the exact width of the cabin, and so if I pull it even a little bit, or the angle shortens that distance even a little bit, it'll slide right off. And the weight, I'm not sure exactly what the weight would be, but I'm guessing, maybe 150 pounds, something in that ballpark. It's heavy. It's heavy enough that it's hard to wield, and I'm working above my head the whole time, so you can see I craft kind of this pole for me to use. I use it kind of like a fork, and I'm able to slide the beam right in and use that to extend my reach, because this system I had of stepping it up was working, but I needed something to get me up to the top of the king post. So, after weeks of hard work, we finally set the ridge beam. It felt like we'd just cleared the mountain. The hardest part was behind us. Or so I thought. That evening, I made a decision. My wife was coming the next day, and I wanted her to be able to look through this window and start imagining life here. I didn't think about the wind. I didn't think about the storm rolling in. But that window acted like a sail. And with 65-mile-an-hour winds that evening, it took the cabin with it. This is what we found when the sun came up. We were devastated. 2 years of planning, days of sweat, every ounce of hope, in pieces, on the ground. We looked at each other. What? Are we just going to give up? No. We'll build it again, and better. Stay tuned for the next video, where we pick things right back up. And if you want to follow this journey from start to finish, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're just getting started.